keep seeing these posts on Reddit talking about RS3 and microtransactions. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about my opinion on the matter, and with that, well, you can do whatever you want. Like, dislike the video. I really don't give a shit. Everybody knows there's a problem with RuneScape and microtransactions. Honestly, we're lucky we don't have it as bad as some games, aka World of Warcraft, where, for example, you can literally buy a max level account ready for endgame content. Can you imagine if Jagex implemented something like that to RuneScape? It would kill whatever lifeline the game has been holding on to for the last couple of years completely. A friend, a YouTuber I'm sure most of you are aware of, spent a total of 13,000 real life dollars to max his not pay to win account in under 3 days. So basically, to legally buy a maxed account ready for endgame content, it'll cost you roughly $13,000 and 3 days of your time using $13,000 worth of treasure hunter keys. Now, I'm not pro microtransactions or pro treasure hunter, if that's what you guys are thinking, but I'll get into that in a second. I just think that we need to take a moment to realize that as an MMORPG in the gaming world of today, microtransactions, well, specifically treasure hunter, compared to other popular successful MMORPGs out there right now, we're not doing so bad. But that doesn't mean it can't get worse from here. Okay, so it seems that most of the heat is coming from Jagex's most recent treasure hunter promotion, Beyond the Arc, which released some new tier 70 hybrid gear and 3 new weapons, all of which are able to be used with invention and are completely augmentable. Personally, I don't spend my time or money on keys to get these cosmetic rewards, but I think this is kind of starting to get ridiculous. I can understand having cosmetic rewards from treasure hunter promotions, but tier 70 combat gear that you can basically buy from treasure hunter? Why? Why not just expand on the already done Arc Islands by adding an NPC that has a chance to drop the gear and weapons instead? And on top of that, make it tradable for chimes or on the Grand Exchange. All the Arc has going for it at this moment is the experience you get from gathering resources on the main Arc Islands and trading those collected resources for chimes, which you use to get supplies to explore these islands, which you can use to get more XP. At least with the chance to encounter this NPC that I have made up in my head. There's more new content added to the current arc, and it gives people a reason to want to keep searching new islands rather than just looking for the best one and settling for that only. But one of the biggest problems with this new promotion, I feel, is the fact that you cannot get the full set if you purely use your daily treasure hunter keys. Which, if you want the full set, you genuinely either need to spend real money on keys or spend your in-game money on bonds to buy keys. Another problem is just the sheer amount of promotions that treasure hunter receives, even weekly. I don't think for the last 5 or 6 months there's been a time that Jagex has gone more than 2 days without either releasing a new treasure hunter promo or bringing back an old one. It's extremely overwhelming, and if it really devalues the promotions if you keep bringing them back a week later. I can understand if it was a monthly or bi-weekly thing, but it's starting to look like once a promo finishes, bam, what up, it's Last Chance Tuesday, get your smoldering lamps before they're gone till fucking next week. Seriously, the shit, it needs to stop. You gotta fucking slow the hell down, alright? So, I came across a few posts on Reddit like this, the one you're looking at. The amount of microtransactions that Jagex adds to RS3 is starting to make the community feel that old school should have microtransactions. Which, yeah, hypothetically would cut the amount of microtransactions that RS3 has to put up with in half. But you and I both know that this is not going to be the case. The minute microtransactions are added to old school, the investors will want to get every penny out of it, and inevitably it'll end up just the same as RS3. So I beg the question, is this really how we should fix the problem? Allow these investors to pollute the one side of the game that's as pure as it can possibly get, with the one thing that majority of us are against and have been complaining about to begin with? You see, as long as people are spending money on these promotions or buying bonds, they're gonna keep making new, ridiculously overpowered promotions for Treasure Hunter and promote microtransactions as much as they can, because at the end of the day, it fills their pockets. And Jagex and their investors are businesses that are in this market to turn a profit. No matter how much Jagex loves RuneScape, they need to fund the game somehow. And running a game on as large a scale as RuneScape 3 and old school RuneScape, it's not a cheap thing to do. Microtransactions are there to keep the game running at a profit, to make the investors happy and willing to invest in a company like Jagex. It's not that microtransactions should be removed completely, it's the way that they are as a whole that needs to change. Because at this point, for me, it's just more annoying than appealing. So what's the solution then? How can we tell Jagex to take it down a notch and to open their eyes to the fact that we don't want this? We don't want the back-to-back-to-back same overpowered treasure hunter promotions every couple weeks, or the ability to spend real-life money for in-game money. I don't know. But I think something needs to change with the way that they are dealing out these microtransactions. And they need to try to figure out a new way to make them available and appealing enough for the community to want to spend money on such a thing to help keep RuneScape alive. But I'm going to shut the hell up now. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. How do you guys feel about the current amount of microtransactions being introduced to RS3? What do you guys think are some healthy ways to implement some microtransactions to RS3, or even old school, that you would genuinely be interested in having? Do you agree with what I've said in the video? No? Leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Anyways, I hope you guys somewhat enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe for videos every Monday and Thursday. My name is Liffy, and of course, thanks for watching. That's right, guys. We're back on the Iron Man. Welcome to episode 2 of the Iron Man progression series. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to start off doing this in this episode, but I finally decided, I've done enough on my main for now, and I'm pretty much prepared for double XP, so I thought, what better time to get a head start, prepare for double XP on my Iron Man,